Frank Lampard leads Coventry City to emotional Premier League return after 25 years, fans in tears. The night England stood still. And a fallen giant rose again for 25 long years. They were ghosts, haunting the edges of English football. Forgotten by the spotlight. Whispered about only in nostalgia and pain. But on a tense Friday night at Wood Park, everything changed, forever. Coventry City FC, not crawling, are back. Not sneaking in, but storming back to the summit of English football, the Premier League. And the way they did it? Pure drama. Pure tabloid gold. Pure chaos. 84th minute. And a city holds its breath. The equation was simple, but brutal. 1 point. That's all they needed against Blackburn Rovers FC. 1 point to end a 25-year exile. But football never gives you anything easily. Wood Park turned hostile. Every tackle felt heavier. Every pass carried fear. Coventry weren't just playing a match, they were battling history itself. And then, the clock ticked past 80 minutes. Time was slipping. Doubt crept in. Until, out of nowhere, he arrived. 84th minute. Bobby Thomas. A moment that will echo through generations. The ball hit the net, and just like that, the silence shattered. Coventry had their goal. Their destiny. Their lifeline. 1-1. And with it, the impossible became real. Lampard, from doubt to destiny on the touchline. One man stood frozen between disbelief and emotion. Written off. Frank Lampard, questioned. Quietly doubted when he arrived with Coventry languishing in 17th place. A club drifting. A fan base losing hope. But what followed? Not just a turnaround. A resurrection. That's what it's all about. 25 years? Amazing. Amazing. His voice cracked. His words stumbled. Because this wasn't just promotion. This was redemption. For a manager who had everything to prove. For a club that had everything to reclaim. 86 points. And a statement to England that draw didn't just secure promotion, it sent a message. Top 2 secured. 86 points. 3 games still to play. Coventry didn't sneak into the EFL Championship. They dominated it. Attacks dazzled. Goals flowed. Opponents collapsed. For most of the season, they weren't chasing the dream. They were the dream. But this story was never supposed to end like this. Because if you rewind the clock, not years, but just moments in Coventry's recent past, this triumph feels almost impossible. League 2. Rock bottom of English professional football. A club on its knees. Then came the climb. Relentless. Painful. Near misses. Unforgiving. Almosts. Heartbreak. And none hurt more than Wembley. The EFL Championship Playoff Final 2023. A shot at glory. A return within touching distance. But instead, defeat. Agonizing. Cruel. A penalty shootout loss to Luton Town FC. That shattered dreams in front of the entire nation. Most clubs don't recover from that. Coventry did. The season that almost broke them. Again, because just when it felt like they were ready to rise, they fell. The following season? No playoffs. Just frustration. No momentum. And then, the unthinkable. Mark Robins, a beloved figure, a symbol of stability, was gone. Fans were divided. Confused. Angry. And into that storm walked Lampard. A risk. A gamble. A man carrying the weight of expectation and skepticism. What happened next shocked everyone. From 17th to contenders. From doubt to belief. From chaos to control. They surged into the playoffs again. And then, another twist of the knife. Brutal, late defeat. This time at the hands of Sunderland AFC. For a moment, it felt like history was repeating itself. Like Coventry were cursed to stay so close, yet so far. Until this season, when everything changed. This wasn't just a campaign. It was a statement. Coventry didn't hesitate. Didn't look back. Didn't stutter. They scored. They attacked. They led. For most of the season, they sat at the top, playing fearless. Relentless football that turned them into the Championship's most lethal side. Yes, there was a wobble. A flicker of doubt. A brief dip. But champions don't collapse. They respond. And Coventry did exactly that. The title twist. Still to come? Promotion is secured. But the story? It might not be finished. Because this weekend, fate could deliver one more twist. If Coventry win, and Ipswich Town FC slip against Middlesbrough FC, the Sky Blues won't just be promoted. They'll be crowned champions. Kings of the Championship. A fairy tale turned legend. The final twist. This was never about one night, because here's the truth no one saw coming. That goal in the 84th minute? It didn't win them promotion. It didn't define their season. It didn't even change their destiny. It simply revealed it. Coventry weren't lucky. They weren't outsiders. They weren't underdogs anymore. They were inevitable. After 25 years in the shadows. After heartbreak, collapse, and rebirth, they didn't just return to the Premier League. They forced the door open. And now, England has no choice but to look again. Because the ghosts are gone. And Coventry City are alive.